No. Hello. Hello there. Caller, you're on
Hey
there.
John, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. What up? Who's this?
Hey, this is Juju for Life. I've called you before.
Hey! How are you?
Hey man, I'm good. How are you?
Good. You still hate Ryan Stone and leaving nasty comments about him? You are funny, bro. When you're like, I hate Ryan Stone, I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, like I mean, like sometimes like you see all these guys like he is just like quite different.
He's a good guy. I love
Compared
Ryan.
to
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
How you been,
Yeah,
bro?
he's
You
a nice
feeling
guy,
good?
yeah.
You I remember last time we talked, you're a little down and shit. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's been good. Like the reason I called you because I have a quick question, and so so basically I have like a couple of plays to deal with.
Good.
Like,
Chinese
I'm
girls?
wondering like uh yeah, Chinese girl from all over China, like different
Wow.
parts of China.
Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, currently I have like 6 to 7 plays. So, like, and the thing is, most of my plays they know each other. Because I know them from like I sourced them from like a webcam Chinese dating app. So most of them they know each other.
Was it Tan Tan?
And no, it's actually called GenI.com. Yeah, it's you probably haven't heard of it. It's a
Okay.
Chinese one.
Okay.
Yeah. So my question to you is like, how do I like make them like deeply devoted to me at the same time? They don't, because they know each other, so they always ask me like questions like, why can't you just be with me? Like how would you manipulate them like in this kind of situation? So they are devoted to you, yet they don't care about whether you see other girls or not. If you understand what I mean.
Well, there are levels to this question, but the first thing I will have to say is that the quickest way to get a woman sexually invested in you is you have got to really okay. So how you want to go and have these girls, I recommend this, right? And you don't need to be like, like this for 30 minutes straight, right? It's not a porno. That's not real life. That's not how shit works. You have to work your way up to that, right? You need to get like a clock. I prefer a digital clock, right? Put it next to your bed. And kind of like when you're, because like a lot of guys just think like when you these girls, like it's just, it is what it is. Like, just go with the flow, blah, 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 whatever, right? But really what you need to do is you have to time it. And I think like foreplay, do you know what foreplay means?
Yeah.
Like, touching the pussy and licking the boobs and all that shit before.
Yeah, and kissing and all that. Yeah.
Foreplay and sex should be collectively, I would say, minimum 20 minutes, right? Minimum. The more you like her, you can go up. Yeah, you can go up to higher ends, like 40 minutes, an hour, whatever. I'm not a fan of anything longer than 45 minutes. I got shit to do. There's 24 hours in the day. I'm not trying to have sex with a girl for 2 hours straight. I just don't deal with that, right? Another thing is you have to let them know, like you have to get into her mind, right? You have to let her know that you're a high value man, and you have to really, you have to find out what she wants and then show her that you have it. Does that make sense?
Like could you explain it like by giving me an example? Like
okay,
like
so like
said,
let's say
you have to know what they want.
right. So this is where like psychologically profiling a girl comes into play, right? So for example, let's say she has daddy issues, right? What do all women with daddy issues want? They want to feel loved and taken care of and protected, right? So you have to take that more of a kind of like pseudo, like kind of fake father role. You know what I mean? So like you have to be like, all right, honey, do you have money for some food? Like today you're going to go get some lunch. Do you have some money? Let's go. I want to take care of you. Let's go to eat some food. Let me take you to this restaurant. Do you have everything you need? Little things. I'm not telling her to go to Louis Vuitton and stuff, but like, do you have little stuff like around the house? You have toothpaste, you have shampoo, take care of her. You got to find out what she's looking for. Because girls with daddy issues, they want the guy who is going to kind of put like his wing over them and protect them from the world and provide for them, right? That's what most women want. Most women don't want to be like, oh, I'm a career woman. Like, have you ever met a woman that's a career woman and happy? Like a really genuinely happy career woman? They don't exist, right? So in this So in this situation, you want to find a woman. You want to be the guy who this woman wants you to be. So she has the daddy issues, so you got to be the daddy, right? There's other girls. There's all these different types of girls, There's girls that just want you to the love out of them, like forever loving Christ out of them. You know what I mean? They just want. Some girls are like sexual black holes. Like they are just ready to suck the life force out of you with their vagina. And you got to be the guy to pound that, to keep her interested. Again, there's girls that have that, like, there's women that are like status hunters, right? And they just want guys who have high status. And so you let them like, no, okay, I wear Moncler, I wear Balenciaga, I wear Louis Vuitton. I'm rich. The president of this company knows me. The president of that company likes me. I'm friends with Donald Trump, President Xi, all that stuff. And, that's what you got to be. So, my friend, you have to look into their mind and find out what they want. And then you never give it to them. You never give it to them. No, like a horse, you put the carrot in front of the horse, and the horse is like, okay, I'm going to run for this carrot. You know what I mean? You got to dangle the carrot is what we say. You know what I mean by that? Are you watching the show? Are you watching the screen right now?
Yes. I'm calling you right now. I'm not.
You don't see the screen? Okay.
Watch the show yet.
Like, I'll put it out here, but like basically kind of like this. You put the carrot in front of. Here's a perfect one. You put the carrot in front of her, and you make them chase what you have, and you never give it to them.
All right.
You only make them chase because once they catch it, they lose interest.
So you're saying that you show them that you have it, you have what they want and what they need, but you're not giving it to them?
Exactly. That is what makes them crazy.
Right.
That makes them crazy for you.
Yeah, there's some deep psychological shit right there.
Welcome to the real world, my friend. Welcome to the real world.
How about, have you dealt with like chicks that are older than you, like maybe like 3-4 years older than you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, I think all the time, right?
Not all the time, but
Do you have like
I mean, they come and go.
You have like some techniques too. Okay, so you don't take them seriously. You just let them go.
No, okay. So for the older girls, right? Older women typically they want a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want a baby. They want a family. So you have to
boyfriend.
you have to hang the carrot or the relationship in front of their face and let them think like, yeah, it's coming, the relationship's coming. But all you got to just love me a little bit longer, just suck my dick a little bit more, cook a little bit longer. And you're in China, so Chinese women, they are understanding quickly about their after 25, it's like pretty much game over if you're not married, right?
Yeah.
So they know that. So you have to use that for older women.
Yeah, but a lot of the chicks I'm dealing right now, like they're over 30, so they either like divorced or they just like being out of the market for too long. So they're just really eager to find any man, and they are like crazy in bed. Like, it's just pretty wild. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you find out that they're, like I said, crazy and want to be after you like an animal, I mean, that's your advantage. The more they want you, it's like, you ever see a spider when the bug is in the spider's web, and the more the bug like shakes to try to get out, the more he gets stuck. That's what you got to do to these women. Oh man, today's episode's evil.
Yeah, I mean, it's evil, but it's at the same time it's true. I mean, if you wanna be an expert in this game thing, I mean, you have to be evil sometimes.
Do you know who I learned that from? I learned all my best tricks from women. All my best Playboy tricks, I all learned from girls. They are the great teachers.
So you've been hurt by girls before, I assume?
What's that?
Have you? Have you been hurt by chicks before, I assume?
Have I been hurt by chicks before?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, dude. Dude, this one girl, man, this girl, her name was Alexandra. I was 23 years old. This woman had me confessing to Christ, begging Jesus so I could marry her. I made her a worship CD with like this Christian band's Hillsong and all the, like Jason Upton and all this stuff. And I was like, Alexandra, I want to like marry you, and I want you to be my wife, and I want you to go to church with me and all this shit. Oh my God, I would love to meet 23-year-old me and whoop his ass. But that girl, dude, she f***ed me up, bro, because I got super depressed after everything went south, and I never even had sex with her.
What?
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Oh yeah. So, don't think that I was telling the guys in a body language mastery group that, like, don't think that you're invincible. Like, you can't fall in love with some girl, because guys, Troy Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, he is. He told me he put something on Twitter, and he said that, like, that most players don't fall, but when they do fall, they fall deep in love, and it's so true.